Some nights it's 2, some nights it's Duncan, some nights it's Jimmy, some nights it's Bam. Tonight it was by quarter, almost, like who was sort of leading the way. Is this when this team is at its best, when you just never know who the guy's going to be?
I think so. Nobody has a ego. We want to play together as a team, and you can show. You can see that. Duncan was huge first half. Making shots. Bam was huge too. And then we just tried to explore the mismatches and make the right play. Jimmy didn't feel it tonight, but he was tremendous in those last couple of minutes with those 2 huge steals and finish on the other end. And we know that each game is going to be somebody else.
Thank you, Ron.
Welcome, Tim. Next question is Manny Navarro.
Hey, congratulations, Goran. I wanted to ask you about the third quarter, the dives that you guys were running with Bam to the rim, where he was getting those alley-oops. How much that opened things up for you guys in that third quarter?
I mean, it did open up a lot. Especially if you have a single side shot, especially with Duncan, they're not going to have so much from him. Then if you get to the middle of the paint, you have 3 options. You can finish the play. If the big guy steps up, you throw the lob, and if the corner guy sinks in, you have the wide open 3. So it's just a reading situation, and I feel like we did tonight amazing. Tyler giving a couple of lobs, me, and we're just playing the right way.
And then I wanted to ask you on the defensive end, going to that zone, just how effective it was. I think they averaged like 0.78 points per possession, which was not very good. Just why is that thing so effective for you guys?
I feel like we mastered that zone. We know that when you zone, you need to run more. And we communicate well. We shrink the floor and try to make tough on them. And it basically, they're not running their stuff. It's more ISO and passing, and it's been a great coverage for us. I think Spo did an amazing job to change the coverage. But Spo likes to do that. He switched it on the fly, on the sideline. He's like, go man-to-man or go zone or blitz, the pick and roll. Doesn't matter as long as we focus and everybody knows what we're doing.
Thanks, G.
Next question is David Wilson.
Hey, Goran. First, I want to follow up a little bit on what Manny was asking about the third quarter, the pick and roll type of stuff. Was that kind of something you guys made a concerted effort to do coming out of halftime? Was it something you guys just kind of saw was available?
At the halftime, we didn't panic, and we didn't talk about the offense, if I'm honest. We talked about our defense. Our defense was terrible the first half. I think so they had like 26 points in the paint or something like that, and it was just too easy for them. And our main concern was defense, and, at halftime, we talked only about that. So, and then, when you see that you get a couple of stops, it opens up in offense, and the dive series really we really explored that and make some great plays, and from there on they went to zone 2 a couple of times. So
and then Duncan, we were all kind of waiting on the Duncan game. He was saying a lot of guys were kind of talking to him, just trying to keep him confident. Did you say anything to him over the last couple of days, or just kind of what were guys saying to him to keep him engaged?
Everybody's saying to him, shoot the ball, don't pump fake, don't pass the ball, we want you to shoot 10 threes a game. And that's his job. He's a tremendous shooter, and we want to give him a lot of confidence because we know what he brings to this team. And when he makes shots, he opens up the game for me, for Jimmy, for Bam, for everybody else, and it's much easier to play.